Compaistas, and welcome to California, in case you couldn't tell. Today we're going to do a great video tutorial for you special for Valentine's Day. We're going to be making sachets and panties, so get ready for a little bit of Compai sexy time. So now that we have our lemons, our roses, and our rosemary, we're going to get ready to dry all these items for our sachet. Watch out for the spikes. So now we have rose petals, rosemary, lemon rind, and lemon leaves ready to go into the oven. You're going to want to lay everything out so it's not on top of anything else. To make the shell of the sachet are 2 vintage crochet doilies of similar size, some vintage ribbon, a needle with a big eye, and some scissors. About 2 feet of ribbon, you can eyeball it. You're going to cut the end of the ribbon to a point, like this. Thread the ribbon through the big eye in the needle. So the ribbon is going to act as our thread, and we're going to sew the 2 doilies together. So I begin and I put my needle through to the end, and when I get to the end I'm going to tie a knot to fix it into place. Continue threading with even stitches the ribbon through the crochet holes, and we're going to just keep doing this until we get about 3/4 of the way around the crochet doilies. Now that I'm here, I'm going to leave this open so that when our potpourri is ready, I'm going to stuff it, and then I'm going to continue. So now that the sachet is almost ready, and we have another hour or so to wait before our rose petals and rosemary and lemon rinds are ready, we are going to go ahead and show you how to make some sexy little panties for Valentine's Day. Now what you're going to need for the next project is a pair of scissors, thread, a needle or a sewing machine, a scarf, some elastic, a pair of panties. Fold your scarf in half, then fold your scarf in quarters. Now one thing you have to remember when working with scarves is that this is a non-stretch fabric. Stretch, non-stretch, stretch, non-stretch. Now we're going to cut out around the panty about 2 inches. Just remember to line up the folded edge of the panty to the folded edge of the scarf. Sew them together inside out so that then once I sew them together, there's a clean finish on the inside. If you do have a sewing machine, I would suggest using it for this next step. Tie a double knot at the end, like so. If you've got a serger, great. If not, cut along all raw edges with fancy pinking shears. Now we have the basic shape of the panty, the front side and the back side. You're going to start sewing your elastic about 4 inches from the end. When you start sewing with your zigzag stitch, you're going to want to pull on the elastic just a tiny bit so that it does gather the fabric a bit as you sew along. I'm pulling the elastic as I sew. Now we have our crochet doily and our potpourri. dish it out, shove it in. Leave a bit of the ribbon dangling so that you can attach a little card for your loved one. Wish them a happy Valentine's Day with your homemade sachet. Sachet goes with your panties, and your panties go with your sachet. For more DIY projects for Valentine's Day and every day, go to compai.blogspot.com.